one's different.
Okay.
Because this one actually lasts a bit. But yeah, there's that. So we have like an intro? Or is it just gonna be you eating a cracker every time?
Yeah.
So we have a special guest in the vehicle.
Oh my god.
She's in the back seat.
You can see her right there.
Yeah.
Tiku tiku.
She's what we like to call the peanut gallery. Because she always has something to say. But anyways. So yeah, you seen any good movies lately?
No. Haven't had time.
Really? Why is that? School?
School.
School.
School's the culprit.
What have you been studying? What have you been learning? Learning. What? Crackers? You've been learning about crackers?
I'm eating. I need breakfast so I can learn and absorb the information well.
Oh, true. That's the first time I've seen a CHP right there. That's fine. Hella long. Why is it like when I'm driving, like, I don't know, even last night too, I was like, oh, that's convenient.
Well, I had a test on Monday.
Yeah, thank you.
I had a test on Monday, and I also had a test on Tuesday. So, my test on Monday was about partially on adaptations to anaerobic training, a lecture on adaptations to aerobic training.
So for people who don't know, what's the difference between anaerobic and aerobic?
Anaerobic is not using like oxygen to create energy within your body, basically, and aerobic is you like converting oxygen to.
So what would be a good example of anaerobic?
Resistance training, like weightlifting kind of thing, or like. See, this is where it gets complicated. It's kind of hard to like explain these things in like layman's terms.
Well, that's the reason why I'm asking, because obviously there's the scientific.
Because there's also 3 different energy systems that we're always using at a given time. It just depends. Teach me.
What are the 3 different ones? Obviously, I know this one. So I know the difference between anaerobic and aerobic, but I don't know what the 3 different.
Well, we actually have 2 anaerobic pathways to create ATP, which is then used for energy, because ATP is actually not your energy, it's just what can turn into energy. So 2 anaerobic pathways are the phosphagen system and the glycolytic system, and then our 1 aerobic pathway is the oxidative system.
So is that like us actually like breathing in?
No, not necessarily. It's just the conversion of oxygen to things that can create energy.
So like what?
I mean, like what? Like, what's your question? You need to be more specific than that.
Well, you said like oxygen. So like what? Like what would qualify for that then?
So activities that use more of our aerobic pathway are like endurance sports, like, you know,
soccer,
running marathons, like, yeah, part of it's that, but a part of soccer also uses our anaerobic pathways for explosive movements, like kicking, jumping up for a header, throwing in the ball, just, you know, blocking people off the ball really quickly, cuts, that kind of thing.
Interesting. If you can't explain it to a 6-year-old, then you don't know what you're talking about. That's kind of like something that I go off of when I'm trying to explain things to people now. But continue. So, anaerobic versus aerobic.
What more would you like to know?
Well, I mean, what else would you like? So, you said there was like the 3 different ones. Sorry, what were those again?
Our 2 anaerobic is the phosphagen system and the glycolytic system.
Which consists of what? So, what's the difference between the 2?
Well, the phosphagen system is like the first one that ever always kicks in, and it's for like very short durations.
So for like
of movements.
So like sprints, or like a quick sprint versus obviously like a running long distance.
Well, see, the glycolytic system maybe kicks in for like about or not glycolytic, sorry, phosphagen kicks in for about like 10 seconds at most. It's like the very, very beginning of any movement that we do. Glycolytic is, you know, a little bit past that, maybe like roughly like 30 seconds to like a couple minutes or a few minutes. And then past that is usually considered endurance or oxidative.
Ah, gotcha. So those are like the three stages, like you said.
Roughly.
Just learning something new. So what else? What else are you learning?
The test was also on kind of like the elements of like putting a program together finally. Kind of like starting that, like your testing process, the order of tests that you would need to do.
Oh, for like athletes or just trying to what would the test be of? Like what are you testing?
Well, it also depends on your athlete.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So it's just a general.
So the testing order in general is like a non-fatiguing test. That's the first one. So that would be like flexibility, balance, stability, body composition, just like general characteristics. The second one is agility. So you could do like the hexagon test or like the T-test to establish the baseline. And then from there you would go to max power. So you could do like a power clean or like a vertical jump, a horizontal jump, those kinds of things.
Sounds like all the things that they test at the NFL Combine, actually.
Then you would go to max strength, which is like a 1 rep max, like bench press or squat or deadlift. After that, I think it's sprint tests. So you would do sprint tests after that. And that could be 10, 20, 40 yard, just straight line sprint.
Yeah.
After that, there's local muscle endurance. I think push-ups was categorized under that one. I guess for like the arms, your muscular endurance for doing push-ups, and that's just an example. And then after that, wait, so I've gone through 1, 2, 3 is power and strength together, 4 is sprint test, 5 is local muscle endurance, 6 is non-fatiguing anaerobic capacity. So I think the example for that one was like a 300-yard shuttle.
Yeah.
And then the last one was aerobic capacity, so like a 1.5 mile run or a 12-minute run. The beep test, bringing back those flashbacks to elementary school.
Beep test?
The beep.
Beep?
Beep.
What's a beep test?
Boop. You don't know what the beep test is?
No.
You never had to do that?
That's what I'm asking.
It's not fair. So in elementary school, you know the gym, obviously, right?
Yeah.
So we wouldn't go hot dog, we go hamburger ways, running back and forth. And so the beep test, it's like a pacer test kind of thing. So like the beeps progressively, the time between the beeps progressively becomes shorter and shorter, and you have to make it to the other side within that time of the beep beeping. If you don't, then you're done. And it goes like level 1, and then it like boop, and then you like go across, and then once you get there, you wait on the other side, boop, and then you go again. Level 3, so, you know, that kind of thing.
Gotcha. So it's more kind of like almost like a speed test too. I mean, it's kind of like a reaction too, because you're waiting for the beep, depending on. And then it turns. I guess it's like a multi.
No, it's aerobic capacity. I mean, you don't have to be like. It depends.
Yeah, because then if you get tired, you're not running as fast either to get across.
Yeah.
I'm sure after a while, then it's like it beeps as soon as you get to the other side. And you have to,
yeah. Trust me, it gets difficult. I think I actually did complete it once though when I was in elementary school.
How many levels are there?
Never again. I don't even remember, but I was freaking dead. It was bad.
It's kind of funny. All the things that you mentioned are actually in the NFL Combine, because they show like the like how many reps the person can do for like benching. That's like one of the tests. They do the shuttle, they do the T. They also do the 40-yard dash. They do vert. They also do like long jump. They don't. I don't think that they do. Yeah, they don't do like a long distance one.
Well, it's not really like that necessary, I guess, in football, unless you have like that one run that's like across the field.
Yeah, which usually like your sprints will kind of like go ahead and cover that.
Yeah, and I mean, we also learned in the class so far that like anaerobic training also trains your aerobic system with your rest intervals. So like you're going for like that short period of time to train your, let's just say, glycolytic system. And then when you're taking your rest intervals, like 30 seconds, a minute, or whatever, that's actually training your aerobic system, your oxidative, to efficiently convert oxygen into usable forms of energy.
Interesting.
Yep.
Science.
Yep.
So that's all you kind of learn? Kind of, sort of, maybe?
I mean, there's also like recommendations for people who are beginners, intermediate, advanced level, people for like resistance training.
In terms of like when you're giving them like the tests, or?
Not necessarily the test, just for like program designing. And like agility, plyometrics. Yeah.
Interesting.
Our final project that's our bigger project, which is kind of a final project, that's due next week, is like designing a program for a hypothetical athlete.
So they'll like give you like the situation, and then you just.
Well, they don't. My teacher's not assigning anything. Like, we're coming up with it on our own.
Oh.
Yeah, everything.
I wasn't sure if maybe like there was like 5 groups, and he's like he already has like the athlete already like on a piece of paper.
No.
That you read about, and then you kind of just design a program around whichever like athlete you get on the paper.
No. We came up with our hypothetical athlete on our own.
I wonder if there's ever been a situation where like everyone comes up with the same athlete to like make a program around.
No, because he asked us in class one of these days, like, what we're thinking for our athlete, so.
You're down to just like a month, huh? Pretty much, almost. Kind of, sort of, maybe.
School?
Yeah.
Graduation.
Wait, did you get your stuff already?
Yeah. I got my cap and gown this past Friday.
Why'd you tell me?
For what?
Wait, for what? Take photos.
We had already talked about that.
What?
What we were doing, the plan.
When again? I forgot the plan. And I think I'm the one who came up with the plan.
Yeah, you were. Does the peanut gallery
Oh, wait a minute. No. Now I remember. The reason why I didn't... Okay, because I didn't put it in my calendar because you have the hair appointment already in your calendar.
I'm not that important.
No, because...
Apparently.
I forgot. So yeah, the plan is once you get your hair did, then we're going to go take the photos.
Yeah.
You don't want to take like any just... oh, you know what? Well, since you already have the cap and gown, I can do some detail shots with just the cap and gown.
Oh, yeah.
And the thing, so...
I haven't taken it out of the plastic, but it's there.
I won't do it today, but...
I still need to get my KSA still, anyway.
KSA?
Yeah. Kinesiology Student Association.
Oh, fancy.
I just joined in my last year. Make sure you cut that part of the audio out.
No. Is that like something you should have been joined to for like the past 4 years, or?
No, I didn't have to. I just decided to join this last year.
Has it been beneficial to your college experience?
I guess, yeah, because, well, I couldn't go to, like, some of the first meetings just because of soccer playoffs, like, all the way back then. And then it was your birthday. And then I was still coaching indoor, I think when they had, like, the third meeting. So I've only been to one meeting, which was, like, the end of March, kind of. And that one meeting that I went to just happened to have, like, a chiropractor guest speaker and a student who's currently in chiropractic school.
Is that the one that you were talking about?
Probably.
Yeah, what did you learn at that meeting again? It was, like, there are a lot of options out there when it comes to, like, chiropractors and like that.
Yeah, I mean, he just said it depends on, like, what kind of chiropractic care you want to specialize with also. And I recently just found out that there's actually chiropractors that that specialize in the extremities, like the feet or the hands or whatever, or like that kind of stuff. I was like, what? And then with that guest speaker, that chiropractor, he also like mentioned that babies and stuff could like get adjustments or whatever, or like receive chiropractic care. And I was like, what?
I mean, I guess you just have to be gentle, but it makes sense.
He told us a story about his own son, actually.
He was doing chiropractic care on his own son? Or?
His newborn. It wasn't like formal chiropractic care, I should say, so.
Yeah, he was using like his pinky just so like, his pinky's just like it just.
Yeah, because his son was born, and I guess there was something wrong with his like vitals, or something was just off or whatever with him. And then, well, his wife works for UCSF, and he's a chiropractor. So they were at UCSF, and he's like, well, I just kind of can't step in there. Like, I'm a chiropractor, I know what I'm doing, blah, 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 blah. So he said he, like, snuck into the room, kind of. And, like, it was just him and his son. And then, you know, they go through their palpations and everything, like, feeling everything. And he said when he was feeling the top, like, neck bones, it's funny because babies don't have like the muscles or the tendons or anything yet that, you know, keep our structure. So he said when he
Did you get another one? Oh, sorry. Oh, you got another one. Because he just posted up right there, and they just he's posted up right there on the shoulder, and people are trying to just cut through. So that's why now he's like, all right, now you just go behind him.
Love it.
Oh my god! I'm about to buzz two people at once.
Where's his?
Sorry.
Where's his?
That's unfortunate.
Vehicle?
What are you talking about with his vehicle? It's in front. It's blocking the Prius.
It was the first car.
I didn't see it.
He was literally, I think he was just posted up there. And then you know how people try to like drive the shoulder to get all the way up over here to the far right?
Yeah.
Well, obviously once you're stuck there, it's just like,
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, you can stay there and get your ticket. And then as he was walking to the I think it was two Priuses back to back. And then after he's like about to pull up to the first Prius, then he sees the other person roll up. That's when he like told him, he's like, yep, just stay there. He's like,
No, what they do is that they'll cut in through here and then they'll cut you off over here.
well, they'll try to.
Oh, some of them do.
Well, I mean, not those two.
Obviously.
So anyway, so he said he was doing his evaluation on his son.
Yeah, he was just palpating with his pinkies. You know, babies are small; they don't need like the whole hand or whatever. So he was just using his pinkies. And then babies don't have like the structure yet. Like I said before, they don't have like the tendons and like the built-up muscles or anything yet. So like, you know, hold their head up right or whatever.
Yeah.
So he said he was just feeling the top neck bones, and then as he was feeling it, he just like felt something like slip into place, like a little like jelly or something or whatever. Just, and then he was like,
Oh, did I break it?
I'm gonna back out of the room now. But he said like within a few minutes, like his son's vitals were good and everything, and like there was nothing wrong with him anymore. He's like, I like to believe that what I did helped.
I fixed him.
Yeah. So.
Oh, that's crazy. I mean, that's the crazy thing about the body, though, is like just one little thing that's just off will just throw literally everything else off.
Yeah, I mean, he told another story about like an Olympic swimmer, because I think he used to work with like the Olympic team or something like that. Or he went into his whole background. I can't remember like, you know, everything specifically, but This was before he was into chiropractic care, and I think he was like training or sports med. He was in sports medicine, like taking care of these people. And there was a swimmer that, you know, she was in like intense pain. She couldn't really breathe or whatever. And he's like, you know, before I went into chiropractic care, you know, like I didn't know that was like a misplaced rib or something like that. Like a rib that's just out of place. He's like, I've done everything I could. I've tried massaging her out. I've tried doing this. I've tried doing that. You know, like I'm all out of ideas. But he said, luckily, one of his buddies that was like traveling with them or whatever is a chiropractor. He goes and knocks on his door or whatever, and he just comes out in his robe or whatever. And he was like, I need help, man. Like I can't do it. Like I've tried everything. And then he was like, you can't breathe. Lay down. And then he just goes. Poof. And then she goes, like she was just able to breathe and everything and whatever. And he was like, that right there was the moment where I knew I wanted to go into chiropractic work. Yeah. Because like she was in like desperate pain. I think she was in like finals or something like that. And like she was gonna try to swim with all this stuff going on just because of like her misplaced rib and blah blah blah. And so yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. Story time.
So this is why you want to go into chiropractic care now too? Do cool stuff like that?
Hell yeah, I'm gonna be a hero. But I mean, just pain's not fun.
Oh, tell me about it.
And
right,
a lot of it does like stem from just like even bones just being slightly misplaced. It doesn't even always have to do with like your muscles or your tendons.
Yeah, so I'm like, I think I just need to go checked out by a chiropractor too.
Yeah, I mean, I've been dealing with my lower back for like 6 years now, maybe. Yeah, I feel like one of my lumbar discs is probably out of place or something, or my
well, the other thing doesn't help.
My vertebrae.
Well, the other thing that doesn't help too is that like sitting actually does a lot of bad for your body.
Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure that doesn't help. My situation.
But, I mean, as long as because they have like chairs now that are supposed to help out with all that, but
yeah, but the thing is too, like my
oh, I mean, I'm dropping you off at.
Well, 9.
Oh, okay.
What time is it actually? 9:50. Oh, that's nice. I need to be in class in 5 minutes. Anyway.
Is that a challenge?
You are in a Mustang.
Oh, thanks for telling everybody.
You're in a pony.
Anyways. Yeah, chiropractors, miracle workers. It was interesting because I did see a video too online where like this one kid was just like he was stuck. Look, like he was just like bent over, like just like stuck, kind of like off to the side, like. And then they went to this specialist, I guess, out in I don't know, Australia.
Oh,
and it was just all chiropractic work. But over a span of I think it was like 6 months, they were actually able to get him to the point where he was actually walking straight up.
Yeah.
Because of how bad like his situation was. I mean, it took that long, but I mean, it's kind of crazy how just chiropractic work can help somebody like that. You know, like you probably look at something like that and be like, man, this dude's done.
Yeah.
But the chiropractors, like they did like their scans and stuff or whatever, and they did their tests and
X-rays.
Yeah, I mean, it was, I don't know. They did their thing, and then yeah, just gradually they adjusted here and then they adjusted there, and then like you kind of, through the video you see obviously his like progression with slowly being able to rise.
Yeah.
So I thought that was pretty cool.
Yep.
I was like, I wouldn't mind doing things like that.
Just room adjustments.
Yeah, exactly.
Targeted, specialized adjustments, obviously, and knowing what you're doing, but...
Well, knowing what you're doing obviously helps a lot. I was supposed to make it right over there.
Yeah.
Let's go turn on the next one.
There's a lot of traffic. That's a thing. Sorry, everybody. I'm not talking as much today. Had a late night. Not 2 late nights.
Well, I guess good thing I'm up for talking.
With work.
Or I have stories to tell.
And the allergies isn't kind of helping either. Still got allergies.
That was kind of cool right there.
What?
You were like talking about one thing, I was talking about another thing, but like in each other's gaps.
Weird, right?
It's like we're connected.
No. But yeah, weather's getting warmer in San Francisco. We're at a whopping 69 degrees outside still.
That's why I'm wearing shorts today. Yesterday was hot.
Was it?
And I was playing tennis in Golden Gate Park.
It's just kind of funny how like our hot and our cold is completely different than everybody else's.
Excuse me. That sun was just burning yesterday.
It's like weird though, cause like our like 45 to like 50 degrees is kind of like another place's like 20. Like it's so weird.
Yeah.
Because honestly, when we were out in Europe, it was like 40 degrees, but I was like, I expected it to be a lot colder though. And I'm like, this is me just like walking outside at night in the city. Like I was just like, I'm overdressed for this.
True.
And then, but like it's weird though. I mean, cause you can, like the heat too here, it's just kind of weird. I don't know if it's just because like, just the way the sun hits here compared to like other places. Cause I mean, cause you'll be on the desert and like it's dry obviously, so that's a bit different. You know, up in like the 90, you know, high 80s to 90s, but like here it's like even at like 75 to 80. It's like a decent heat.
Yeah.
No?
No, yeah.
No, am I wrong? Am I over exaggerating?
I mean, when it gets hot here, like it's only like in the 60s. Like it feels like it's in maybe like the low 80s or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
Feels bad.
Feel different.
Feels bad.
But today looks like it's gonna be a really nice day though.
Glad I wore shorts.
Yeah.
If it is. And I'm kind of going to be outside today, so.
We're gonna drive on the 280 with the top down or what?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
let the wind blow, let your hair blow in the wind. Oh no, so you say you liked your hotel trip last week, huh? Since you weren't around.
Oh my god, now it's my turn.
Oh, I mean,
yeah?
you can just kind of comment, you know, you don't have to be in the frame. Just let them know how great of a son I am.
Oh, you are. You're the wonderful son.
Oh god, here we go.
Get my brownie points. This is why you and Jamie hate me. Like, oh, he's the favorite.
Okay, peanut gallery.
Yo, that barbecue though, that was pretty good. I like that char like taste that came along with it. I was like, now that's barbecue. Like
I liked it. I wish I could have eaten more when we first got it. But yeah, I liked it.
Like, cause when I think of like actual like barbecue, that's kind of like what I think about. Just like that char, like flavor that's kind of like with, you know, with the actual meat itself. I mean, I guess maybe they might have smoked it.
Yeah, they do smoke on me. I don't know if you saw yeah, obviously they do smoke them, and then the way they cook them. Did you see the paper? I guess like bakers.
Like parchment paper or whatever?
It's
thicker than...
It's a different, yeah.
Well, it's thicker, but yeah.
Yeah, it's thicker. So that's how they actually like heat them. Like, I don't know if that's the way they keep them. They keep them warm.
What do you mean?
Because they pull them out of this big old this oven that they have right there,
yeah.
And they're wrapped.
Oh.
So every time they're gonna make a cut,
yeah.
They get the little bundle that it's in that paper.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. I thought the price was pretty fair too.
Was it actually at the hotel?
No.
This was off?
It's a place. It's a place not far away from the hotel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How much do they charge per pound, or?
It was per person.
Per person?
Yeah.
Sounds like a
because-
buffet.
No, because that was the little bundle that we got.
Yeah.
That was it was for 2.
Interesting.
Oh my god, these lights.
Yeah. And then the pickled. Your dad really liked the pickled stuff.
The slaw?
No.
The slaw was actually pretty good too. I had some of it last night.
Oh yeah, I left you guys a little bit. And the mashed potato, it was garlic mashed potato.
So how much was
Nice
it
and
for?
creamy.
So how much was it for 2 people then?
Well, I believe it was $22 per head.
$20 per head.
Yeah, which that's not bad.
Yeah, but what'd you get with it? Was that just for the meat or all the other stuff too?
It was